I've been having a rough time, so I feel like I need to do something to give myself a little bit of a glow up. So I'm going to be doing this chocolate gloss from Wella. This is something that you just put on your hair and it kind of like washes out over time. Right now I've got some, highlights in my hair. I'm not super worried about how this will look because I honestly just need to make some kind of a change. So I'm expecting this to go fairly well. I've got about half of this left. I've done this before and I can say that it does really make your hair look glossy and shiny. So let me go ahead and start the process. You put it on, you let it sit for a little while, and then you take a shower and wash it out. And then that's pretty low effort, honestly. I've got my little tray here and I've got a little brush, but you can do it with your hands. Just make sure that you use gloves. And I also prep my bathroom, so I have paper on the floor and paper over my vanity so that I don't mess anything up. I didn't even wind up using the tool to put this in my hair. I just used my hands. I started at my scalp and then worked my way down. Depending on what look you want to achieve, you can use more or less. Like if you didn't want it on the top of your hair and your roots, you could just do it on your ends. Just play with it and you'll get a feel for it. It's not something that's going to be so permanent that you can't make a mistake. I have fully saturated my hair. It took about, I would say, 1/3 of the bottle to do my hair today. I have really thick hair, so that's pretty normal for me. I usually have to use 2 boxes of hair dye if I do my hair. The idea being that you want to make sure that your hair is fully saturated from the root all the way down to the end. Now, depending on what kind of look you're trying to go for, you may want your ends to be lighter, or you may want the top to be lighter, so you can kind of customize it a little bit. The way that I know that I'm about done is because my hair starts to feel pretty damp and wet, and then it also starts to look really dark. It's a little weird because it gets so dark at first, but just keep in mind that your hair is almost kind of wet. So I don't freak out too bad about this. If you're worried, you can always start with a lighter color, but I'm gonna go ahead and jump in the shower and wash this out. From the time it's taken me to put it all on, I think it's sat on my hair long enough. So I also just want to say, be very careful with your shower curtain, with your clothes. Wear a shirt that you do not care about. And I made sure that I pretty much had everything I needed. That way I don't have to leave the bathroom and go get something else, because that's what winds up making the mess. And then if you can, put some Vaseline around your head, and that will keep the dye from staining around your head and your ears and everything. It'll just wipe right off. If you don't have the Vaseline and you need to clean up later, you can use micellar water, and that will take the dye off. Okay, my hair is still drying, so it's got a little bit longer before I see the final results. But I really like the way that this has turned out. I went ahead and washed it twice in the shower, 2 times shampoo, 1 time conditioner. And then I probably won't wash it for 2 or 3 days. But overall, I really like the way that it looks. It still kept the dimension with the different colors, but it's just a little bit darker. I'll let you know when it fully dries and we can take a look at it, and I'll probably go outside so y'all can kind of see the full picture. It's not perfect. I mean, there's definitely some pieces where I'm oh, I could have put more there, but honestly, it just adds to the overall effect of having a little bit of highlights in my hair. Okay, here is me the next day. My hair is dry, and then this is me a couple days later on Easter Sunday. The dye job, I feel went really well. I'm going to probably do it again in a couple weeks.